Hi, welcome to our assembly for today. It's Friday and we are nearly at the end of term, which is exciting. Next week we've got lovely things planned. There's Christmas parties and all sorts going on. It's going to be really, really good fun. Now, this week in the news, there's been all sorts of things about coronavirus, about COVID again. And it may be that some of you saw the news this week that our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, has asked people to start working from home where they can. Now, that means that school isn't really going to change because we can't work from home. So we're all still going to be in school. But mums and dads might be doing things differently. Mums and dads might be talking a little bit about what's going on at home, about how they feel about things. And it's a time when you might have questions to ask because mums and dads have said this, that, or the other, or you don't quite understand what's going on and why. And it's a good thing to ask those questions. It's a good thing to say to an adult that you trust, can you just explain why we're wearing these masks? Or can you explain why you're working from home again, please? So that you get that clear picture. But there's nothing to worry about because we've got adults who are looking after you guys. So long as you follow those rules, so long as you make sure that you are using your hand gel, spilt a little bit of mine, so long as you make sure that you are practicing that good hand hygiene, as long as you make sure that you are using your LFD tests, or your parents are doing your LFD tests for you, and you're doing that twice a week. And so long as you make sure that you are being really sensible, then there's nothing for you guys to worry about. And if you've got questions, speak to a grown-up about it. Don't worry about it. And in school, we're going to make sure that next week is as much fun, and school is just a normal place for you guys to come, where you can just get on with seeing your mates, learning some stuff, and having a nice time just before Christmas. Okay? So I'm going to read you a story because it's Friday and that's what we do in assemblies on a Friday. And it's coming up to Christmas, which means I've got a Christmas story for you. Let's find, not that one. Here we go. Right. The Christmas fox. Now, you didn't think there was a fox actually at Christmas, did you? But there might well have been. Let's have a look at the story of the Christmas fox. Now, again, I've chosen this story just because I love it. I love the illustrations. The pictures are just gorgeous. Now, have a look. We've got a star in the sky. And where was that star in the sky at Christmas? Now we've got a little fox sleeping in the snow. And the star in the sky showed where Jesus was going to be born. So the Christmas fox. Come, drummed the woodpecker. A baby is coming. There's work to be done. There's news to spread. But the little fox stayed to dance with the snowflakes. He's having too much fun in the snow, and the woodpecker's off to tell other people. Come, lowed the cow. A baby is coming. There's a place to make warm with sweet-smelling hay. And we know there were cows in the stable when Jesus was born. But the little fox stayed to splash in the stream. Come, bleated the lamb. There are gifts to get ready with soft, cosy wool. And we know there were sheep in the stable when Jesus was born. But the little fox rolled in the cold, snappy snow. Looks like he's throwing an acorn up around. Come, whistled the bluebird. There are songs to sing the baby to sleep. Do you think the fox went along with them? But the little fox stayed to pounce in the snowdrifts. Come, whispered the stars. There is light to shine, to brighten the path, because we know that a star shone above the stable where the baby was born. But the little fox had no light to shine. He had no song to sing. He had no soft wool to collect, no warm home to share. Come, said the donkey. Just come. It's enough. So the little fox came into the warm, glowing stable. And the little fox brought joy, and the baby smiled. There we go. That's it. That's the story. It's ever so simple. So all the other animals brought things. But tell your partner, what did the sheep bring? That's right, it was the cozy wool. And what did the star bring? Tell your partner. Yeah, that's right, it was the light that shone the way. But the fox didn't have anything. And Christmas is a time where we can think about presents, and it's a lovely thing to do to choose presents for other people. And we can spend all of our time thinking about what presents we might get. But the fox didn't get the baby Jesus anything. What did the fox do for the baby Jesus? What did the fox bring baby Jesus? Actually, that fox brought joy and happiness. And that's what Christmas is about. It's bringing joy and happiness to people. It's not about bringing presents. It's about the presents making people happy. And giving gifts is about making somebody happy and showing that you love someone. And that's why we give gifts at Christmas, because when Jesus was born, Christians believe that there were 3 wise men who came to give him gifts. And that's why we give these gifts. It's a sign that we're recognizing that God gave us his only son because he loved us. So we would give those things. We would do those things for other people to say that we're showing love. Now, I've been so proud of all of you who've donated to the Food Hub this year. And we've got that all of those tables, and we're running out of space in the community, in the courtyard room, because we've got so much food. And that's showing that we care for other people. There are people in Northwich who don't have food at Christmas, who don't have enough to eat. So now, because of the things that you've done, they will have food. So we're showing that we care for other people in the same way that the fox showed that care for the baby Jesus, and that God showed his care for everybody by sending Jesus to live on earth. So have a think about the presents that you think that you show for other people, the presents that you choose for other people. Do you just go, I'll just give them this, it'll be fine? Or do you think really carefully about things that you might like them to have? Things that mean something? Because that effort that you make to think about gifts, to think about other people, is really, really important. Now, you might not have lots of pocket money. You might not be able to choose Christmas presents. You might not be able to go and buy your mum a necklace or buy your brother a new baseball cap or whatever. So what can you do? What can you do this Christmas to show that you care? Have a talk as a class. Now, pause the video, talk as a class, and see what you can think of to show that you care this Christmas. Go. Come up with some ideas. I'll have a cup of tea. Right. I hope you've got lots of lovely ideas. I think that maybe some people might have said about helping out around the house. Maybe there might be lots of jobs to do because you've got visitors coming over Christmas. Mums and dads are really busy, so you could help by tidying up your things, making sure that you do things straight away for mums and dads. So those sorts of things show that you care. Maybe you could say to mum and dad, just thank you, or that's really good, or I love you. You know, when mum and dad are tired at the end of the day, but they've still made you your favourite tea, you just say to them, do you know what, mum, dad, that's really ace. That's really made me happy. Thank you so much. And saying those things shows that you care. All of those things that mums and dads do for you show that they care about you. Making you your favourite tea, taking you to somewhere nice at Christmas, playing a game with you, all of those things that show they love you. So why not say, Mum, Dad, I love you. Why not say, do you know what, that hug made me really feel special? All of those sorts of things. Okay, so see if you can bring some joy at Christmas. Now, I know that in class you've been sharing our kindness advent calendar, and that's been absolutely brilliant. And I've seen so many people being kind at school, but those are really good ways to show that you care for other people, just like the fox cared for the baby Jesus in the story. So have a think about that kindness advent calendar and see if you can do some of those kindness actions at home as well as in school. Have a lovely rest of the day, guys. See you around. Bye-bye.